I just think that there's just so many questions to be answered and so many unknowns of what's going to happen and who's going to step up and who's not.
It sounds like that it would be unlikely that he would be playing at the very start of the regular season.
Is the start of the season out of the question for you?
I would be shocked.
Even though Jared's court situation is still pending, have you guys come to some idea as far as punishment or anything like that for him, regardless of what the outcome is,
No.
or is it dependent on that?
Well, I mean, the outcome is looking good, but we can't talk about any of that yet. But yeah, it's still pending on the conclusion. But you know, Gerald will be in training camp. He's in our facility working out every day, and I think he's taking care of everything in the exact right way that he should. And you know, I think that Gerald is a good kid, and he's a good Celtic, and he's a guy that we have big hopes for, and we don't think that he's done anything so wrong that he shouldn't be part of our team today. Yeah, I was in Tacoma last week for Avery's mother's funeral, and Avery seems to be doing better. And Avery just had a child this morning, Avery the third. So AB3, we'll call him, I guess. And everybody's doing well from what I've heard.
I know you probably don't want to talk contracts, but he is due. There's that deadline for the possible extension. Is that something you guys have thought about or talked about?
Sure, but there's nothing imminent there. I think you know how Avery fits into Brad's system, and you know, we may talk in October, but most likely next summer.
Have you had a chance to speak with Gerald Wallace yet? And if so, what's his take on this season? Because he was one of the guys we really haven't seen much of or heard much from.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I'm anxious to meet Gerald. I've met him before when I was doing television, but I haven't had much conversation with him. He's really the only one, and he'll be in town, I think, next week. So we'll be watching closely, and we'll sit down. I mean, I obviously have watched him play a lot of basketball. And Gerald is, you know, it's an interesting. Gerald was, you know, got a good contract in Charlotte. Was their best player when they went to the playoffs. That led to a big payday for him. He was traded for 2 first-round picks to Portland. He played very well in Portland to the point where New Jersey wanted to give away Damian Lillard in order to get him, and then New Jersey wanted him bad enough to pay him a very lucrative contract. So. It seems that everywhere he's been well liked and well compensated, and he's a good player. It wasn't a great fit for him in New Jersey last year, but we'll try to see if we can make it a better fit for us.
You've had situations before, obviously, where players are traded to the Celtics and things of that nature. Is it unusual to go this long without having a chance to sit down with a guy? I mean, we're talking training camp less than a week from now.
No, not in the summertime. It's a nightmare trying to get a hold of the players in the summertime. I was the same way when I was a player.
Well, I think Jeff's a really important player for our team, and the reason I say that is because he's a guy with obviously a high ceiling, as anybody can see. I think he's very good in the open floor. I think he can get even better in both the open floor and in the half court. And I think he's hungry to do well. He's been in the last 10 days and been very, or 9 days, and been very active and been great to have around. I think the thing that you know, Jeff also brings to us that I think is really unique is he could probably play 2 through 4 in a given scenario for us, especially with Rajon out early in the season. You know, you could see him all over the place. That's going to provide some challenges for him because he's going to have to be that much ahead of everybody else in 1, 2, or 3 positions, right? But it also provides ample opportunity for a number of guys because then it's, you know, who can best fit with him, and we can figure out how to go from there.
When you start playing basketball, that's what you want. That's what you work hard for, is to, you know, be called, you know, one of the go-to guys. And, you know, this is what, you know, I dreamed about. This is what, you know, I worked hard for, and it's all coming into fruition right now. And, you know, just whatever Brad says go, that's what I'm gonna do. And you know, I just go out there, play my hardest, and give it my all.
And targets on Jeff's back. Like last year, I mean, we had KG and you had Paul. You know, those was gonna be our go-to guys, and you had Rondo that was gonna make the play. And Jeff was that guy that came along and just showed everybody what he's capable of doing. And now I think everybody in the NBA knows that now. So he's gonna have a big target on his back. But talking with him, I think he's up for that challenge. Then with everybody else, we just got to compliment him and do everything that we did last year, but a little bit harder.
How are you looking to are you looking to kind of get a fresh start here this year, or build off of some of the stuff?
First of all, you don't have to be scared to answer that question because I see you stumbled on it. It's like it's a little disappointing. But last year was probably one of my worst years I had being in the NBA. I mean, I spoke about it all the time and said I got to find consistency, and that's one thing. I got back in the gym. I worked on a lot of ball handling, a lot of shooting, getting my shot back, and then a lot of it had to do with confidence at times. And I feel that my confidence is skyrocketing right now. And so hopefully, gonna make that transition into the season and into games and keep it at that high level and get back to playing the way that I've always played.
Kelly had a sore, a plantar fasciitis, and you know he had a little back tightness, but he's fine now. He's playing. He's working out every day, and he should be fine for training camp.
Come on, Sunshine, I'm in you.
All right, man. I'm trying to take this dude seriously, man. You making it hard, Joe.
So Vitor's been working hard. You know, he also has a little bit of a plantar fasciitis, so he doesn't do a lot of the extra conditioning. He does a lot of, well, he's got his own conditioning. He doesn't condition with the team as much, but has been playing. He's a very talented player, and what we saw Vitor even before he got here, we have had no surprises. He's got some great skills. He can pass, he can shoot, he can score on the post, but he's going to have to, you know, be more consistent, take better care of the ball than he has in the past, and he really ingrain himself into our defensive system. And those will be the questions that we'll see. But he's, you know, 6'11", 265-pound guy with some skill, and we're excited about his possibilities. I think you'll see Kelly and Gerald playing together, and who's the 4 and who's the 5, I'm not sure really matters. I think depending on who we're playing and how we're playing, you could see Gerald playing some 5 defensively, and but that's an interesting combination of those two guys, and Vitor fits into that mix also. But I'm not sure who's going to win those jobs.
The training camp invites we know about are Babb, Taylor, Sims, and Bell Holter. Have you guys added anybody else to the training camp?
No, that's it for now.
And do you anticipate making any changes?
No.
What about Rondo? Have you been in touch with him at all? Or
Yeah. I mean, he just got back the other day, but a couple weeks ago when he was here, I mean, I talked to him. He's in my ear, tells me what I should do. I mean, I couldn't ask for one of the best point guards in the league to be in my ear, so I'm just trying to listen and learn.
Are there one or two things that when you have talks with Rondo, he kind of really stresses to you that he something he wants you to really take away from those times you two are together?
I mean, not right now. He hasn't really been hands-on right now. I'm pretty sure once the season starts, he'll be in my ear a little bit more. But right now, he's kind of let things fill out, and I mean, we got a new coach and stuff. Everybody's really trying to get to know each other. So, I mean, I just try to watch everything he does and just try to pretty much mirror him until I can get my feet under him.
Now, you guys have a lot of shooting guards on the roster. Are you entering training camp like it's a competition?
Not me personally. You know, I'm always competitive, so I don't look at nothing as a competition. That's just how I'm built. So, yeah.
I mean, me and Jordan, we get into it. I mean, he talks a lot of trash, so we compete every single day. I mean, he likes that, I like it, and it helps me out.
I wouldn't say that this is a team that, you know, you put up there and you go, okay, it's a perfect mesh of players. But I would like to see them, how they play together, and see who sort of wins jobs and opportunities, and just how players fit. You know, mentally, emotionally, physically, how do they mesh? and sort of how they fit our system and Brad's style of play.
Me, I've been in this league for a while, so I know it's all a business. And you can't control what's not in your hands. So, I just roll with the punches and just move forward. We got some great new faces on this team. Sitting next to one on right now. He had a great summer league. With the improvement of myself, Courtney, Jordan Crawford, Avery, when Rondo get back, and Sully. We're gonna have a great team. So, we just move forward and I wish the best for the guys who left.